guys remember EUR GBP, let's see. So we have been looking for a buy. All right, so let's get into the charts. So EUR GBP, what happened with the EUR GBP? So let's go on the daily time frame. So if you guys have a look here, this was the first zone where I was looking to buy, right? So on the daily time frame, as we have been bullish, so very, like it was a clean level where I was anticipating that the price, if it would give me some more confirmation, I would look for buy. But as you can see here, like if we go on a weekly time frame, we have been bullish, very beautiful. Like you can see that this trend here, this is on, this trend broke above this previous structure points. And you can see here, whenever the price has been above, the price has been acted as a support, and whenever it has been the price under, you can see the break and retest, we had a continuation to the downside. So on the weekly time frame, we had a strong key level in sync with the daily time frame. As you can see, this trend, when it broke above this zone, simply you can see here we got these key level, right? Which at the meantime we had this EMA in confluence, or sorry, in sync together with this higher time frames. So we have been above. We had really actually a good pair, but unfortunately it didn't play out all the way. So as you can see right now, we are at the second key level, right? This was the first, which now it broke. So what we are doing right now is just simply we remove it, because let's have a look if I'm going to show you guys on the 4-hour time frame. Let's see here. As you can see, why I didn't take this trade. As you can see, weekly time frame we have been bullish, daily time frame we are as well bullish. So if we count this one, where we got this higher low here, and this is where we had the higher high. Between these two zone, I was looking the key level in sync with the weekly and the daily time frame. So, and as you can see, what I have been anticipating for a pullback around this zone, right? Based on these zones that I found the key level. So let's have a look on the 4-hour time frame, guys. As you can see here, how price give this pullback around this key level, but you can simply see the moment this candlestick close under, let's say this is where we have this previous higher low and higher high, right? We have been bullish all the way. The moment this candlestick close under, what happened? Simply we have shifted bearish on the 4-hour time frame. Well, that's part of our confluence, but I was anticipating that the price, when the price will reach at this zone here, this key level, I was looking for a shift of a structure and then go along with this one. What I mean by that, simply, let's say on a 1 hour, 30 minutes, 15 minutes, any of these time frame that would, that will look clean or would look cleaner, I would, get into that. So let's say, for example, 4 hour we have been bearish. So right now, let's see. Replay with this candlestick. So if you guys have a look on the 1 hour, what's happening on the 1 hour time frame? We are bullish, right? We are simply bullish, but we are not. We don't have rejection from this key level plus this. I cannot say like this around psychological level, because we don't have around psychological level, but around this, between this box, so we don't have a candlestick which the wick rejected, something like this. Let's remove this one. I think like between these two boxes I was looking to buy, but we don't have any candlestick rejection. So that's why I wasn't super interested to buy. Even if I would have some rejection, something like this, and then if I would have a shift of a structure on the 1 hour time frame from this zone, then I would be interested to buy. Let's say, for example, something like this, okay? We'll have a bearish trend from like lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Then if you are going to shift to bullish, which this trend is going to create this higher low and higher high, which now from this bearish trend we're supposed to shift bullish, then I would more be interested to go along with this one. But as you can see here, we didn't have any clean rejection. If you go on the 1 hour time frame, what happened? We are bullish, yes, we don't have clean rejection. So let's go, for example, right now, imagine on the 1 hour time frame we have been bullish. So what I was more anticipating, let's say this candlestick, if I would have a bullish engulfing, or if I suppose I have a bear morning so candlestick formation, then I would be interested to sell to buy. But you can see here that this candlestick formation, which is the last entry point for our for my trade setup, the market didn't give us, didn't show that chart pattern formation, so that's why I wasn't super interested. So imagine if you go on a 30 minutes time frame, is still not really clean for me. As you can see, we are still under this EMA. So the idea is, guys, look at this one, 4 hour we have been bearish. So I was like more anticipating that if the price would give some rejection, which didn't happen. As you can see here, we got some candlestick rejection from this on the 4 hour time frame from this EMA, which it was a good sign or signal. But these higher time frames, when the trend happens on these higher time frames, that starts simply with a lower time frame. What I mean by that, so let's say for example, at any moment when the price comes at these levels, if you are on a higher time frame, bullish or bearish, so your entry is always with these lower time frames. So that's why you want to get the lower time frame in the market to have a good risk reward. So and it's very, very important to pay attention and respect and anticipate with the price with these lower time frame. You don't want to get with a 4 hour time frame confirmation, for example, from this zone right away. With the price is just here right away, you have to enter now. That's not how we are keeping, our strategy. So didn't play out all the way as I said. So that's why we saved, this trade, and we didn't, talk. So you can see here right now, are we in the market? Simply we are at the second area of interest, so our second key level. So what's that mean? So what we have to do right now is just simply remove this line. So we are now waiting with it. As you can see here on the previous structure points or previous these swings, you can see we got one resistance, but we don't cover this one, but we can cover this. Price act as a resistance, we got support, and we got some wicks which act as a resistance. If we go past on the chart, we don't have something, but you can see we got a wick rejection which acts as a support. On a daily time frame, this zone can be very interesting. But what do we need? 4 hour time frame. Simply you can see here that on a 4 hour time frame we are bearish. So in order that I would be interested to buy from here, well, let's say on the 4 hour time frame, I would like to have this trend which is going to close above this area, that on the 4 hour time we are going to shift bullish, and then with this pullback around this EMA or this key level, I would be interested more to buy. So what do we got here on this round psychological is basically 0.85 500, so on EU or GBP. All right, so one of the pairs I'm still interested for this, which might play out next week, but I will give you guys update for the next week as well. So this was the first pair we have been looking, but didn't play out as I said. Next one, guys, if you remember USD CAD, so we had two key level, the same as EU or GBP. So the first one we got around 35,640 something, then the next key level we got the 35,100. So if you get into the chart, so you can see it's a USD CAD. So I can just play for you guys. So there we go. So if you guys remember that we had the price at this zone, at this one, right? We had 36,044, right? From the zone 36 something here, right? We have been anticipating. See how the price action works, so solid. It's not so complicated to understand or trying to putting so much things on your chart. Don't make it so much complicated. Make it so easy. You can see here now we got this bullish trend. The price is above this support zone. What do we need if we are going to have a continuation to the upside? We need a pullback, right? The same, let's say for example, when we have a bullish trend, right, the trend has to create this series of higher low and higher high, higher low, higher high. So you can see here every time the price push and creates a higher low before going to create a new high, right? then we have a continuation to the upside. So simply, I mean, like when we have a bullish trend, we are looking for buy. So as you can see, the same on a daily time frame, we have been bullish. So this trend, this candlestick close above this zone here that we have been previously, we have been bearish. Anything between this zone, I'm talking about the strategy, guys, but I'm giving you just a short highlight, right, or insight deep to the strategy and the trend. So you can see here, anything between this here and here zone, we have been bearish, but the moment it closed, that's why I was looking to buy or to sell. So you can see how beautiful this price, gave this pullback. You go on a lower time frame. Some, like traders, they could make this kind of counter trend or scalp, I don't know, whatever. Counter trend is basically opposite of your opposite of the trend. As you can see here on the 4-hour time frame, how beautiful and solid this looks like. Is hidden shoulder chart pattern confirmation, right, or formation. So right, you can see here, this is where we got this left shoulder, left neckline of the hidden shoulder. We got this right neckline and right shoulder. So how we know that this is a confirmed, this is a valid chart pattern, hidden shoulder chart pattern? Simply, you can see here, the moment this pattern create this head and this one, the right neckline of the shoulder, close or break above this neckline here, this is confirming for us as a hidden shoulder, right? That's called inverted hidden shoulder. I can search for you guys on Google as well. And if you don't know about this candlestick formation, I would definitely recommend you guys to have a look on the Candlestick Bible book, right? So let's have a look. We got head, and that's called inverted hidden shoulder chart pattern. And remember, this is just part of the confluence, all right? This is simply part of the confluence. You can see here right now that we got this trend with the confirmation of this chart pattern. You can see here, the moment this break this, like this neckline, right neckline, you can see here, we got this beautiful retracement and we have a upside, right? And how you can see here from this bearish trend, have been bearish all the way, and we shifted to bullish, which broke above this zone, we got retracement. And exactly the same, you guys have a look on this one, it's almost the same thing. How beautifully you can see here, the moment we have 4-hour time frame, we got this left shoulder neckline, head, right shoulder which closed above, which is a valid, got a retracement beautifully. And what happened once again, we got a double bottom, sort of. You can see how beautifully price reject. It rejected this whatever call this key level. We got rejection from the EMA on the 4-hour time frame as well. So, and as you can see here, so let's have a look. For example, we got this one here, and what I simply do is we got this beautiful rejection. So on the lower time frame, this is where it was my entry. I was looking for a shift of structure, which you can see the same on the, we can say on the 30 minutes. This trend, this USD CAD pair on the 30 minutes, this has created the potential inverted hidden shoulder, right? You can see here, we got this pullback upside. You guys see what I'm talking about? This is where we got the left shoulder, all right? This is where we got the, left shoulder, neckline, head, right shoulder, which is confirmed and valid, right? Broke above this right shoulder, left neckline of the head and shoulder chart pattern. And this is where we got the pullback on the left shoulder of the neckline. I'm just explaining you guys, this kind of chart pattern formation, but you can see how this nicely played out, how the price, forms, like with how the price gave, how can I say, how the price or how the trend gave this, signals or these formations, and with these opportunities, that's how we make money, how we take the trades, right? So you can see how beautifully on the 30 minutes we shifted bullish. The moment we shifted bullish, what happened? We got a bullish engulfing. But even on the 15 minutes time frame, have a look here. 15 minutes time frame, even we are as well bullish. So what happened, you can see here we got the same, you can see head and shoulder chart pattern, we got a retracement, and it's created potential series of higher, let's say higher low, higher high, but a little bit pullback if you count as an elbow or not. But if we count this one, got a higher high, we got higher low and created potential higher high. We are bullish, right, on that 15 minutes. So as you can see here, with my entry was about somewhere at this zone. This was my entry. Remove this one so you guys can see clean the chart. This was my entry somewhere around here. Stop loss, something we got here. And if you go on the 4-hour time frame, look at this beautiful, this candlestick, right? Or maybe 1 hour, which one looks cleaner? 2 hours. Alright, you can see here beautiful, we got rejection and we had a continuation to the upside. So simply my take profit zone, the first zone, I could have this zone here, price never met all the way, but next we got this zone here. You can see here how beautiful this gave us 1 to 2. Or sometimes if this trend would break above, I would let like my APs will keep on my profits, but never price met all the way. But imagine if you have your take profit at this zone here, what you have to do is just have to anticipate, you have to stay patient, right? You know that the price gave, the market gave you this opportunity, you have entered, you have your stop loss. You don't have to do anything else, right? If the trend comes opposite, against you, well, that's why you put a stop loss, that you're okay with this if it goes against you. But if not, what you have to do is just you have to wait until the price hit your take profit, right? So you can see here how the price beautifully played out, gave us, if it you can see here, right? Imagine you had your take profit zone here, this gave us 1 to 2.5, very clean pair. So and after you see a continuation to the downside, right? We got now on the 4-hour time frame, we are still bullish 4-hour time frame simply, but but we made our profit, right? So we don't have to think like, oh, what's happening now, it's good that I put I close or not close, or I didn't enter, I should have entered or something. Well, markets fluctuates in both directions. So that's the thing, you cannot expect that the price is going to continue in one direction. That's why you have to always follow your trade setup, follow your strategy. Alright guys, any question regarding this? And if I'm going to go to the last pair, next one, I think, what do we got? The last pair, EU or GPY, right? EU or GPY, if you guys remember, we had a clear down psychological level as well, around 163,500. I was looking as well for buy. So if you go on, look on EU or GPY, this is, there we go. So EU or GPY, let's remove these ones. So as you can see here, we got this beautiful pullback around this key level, right? I was looking for buy. So let's have a look on the 4-hour time frame. Look at this guy. I'm like, this was one of the top pair, right? One of the top pairs that give almost all the confluences based on my strategy. So you can see here on the 4-hour time frame, we are as well bullish, where we got this higher low and higher high here. And if you go on a daily time frame as well, you're bullish. As you can see here, this is where you got this higher low. Doesn't matter if you count this one as an elbow, the higher low are here. Overall, you are bullish. You got higher high, like at this one on the daily time frame. And if you go on a weekly, guys, I supposed to go from weekly, daily, 4-hour, but doesn't matter. It's all the same. So on the weekly time frame, you are as well bullish because this kind of stay close above this zone, so we are overall bullish. So 3 time frame in sync, right? So there's a high probability, the price. We have been expecting that the price would go in our favor. Well, as you can see here on the 4-hour time frame, we have been bullish. The price gave beautiful this, bullish on golfing as well. Sorry, on the 1 hour. But let's go. Our entry was on the 30 minutes, right? Let's see how beautiful we have been shifted bullish, right? What we have been anticipating for a pullback from this zone, and then go long, right? But imagine if you had this trend, this like bullish, structure on the 30 minutes. On the 15 minutes, it looks much more cleaner. You can see here, at this one, we have been bearish, that this trend creating series of lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. What happened now? We shift bullish. Beautiful bullish engulfing. Imagine if you had your entry. I would definitely, if I wouldn't have my entry here, well, fair enough, I would definitely enter with this bullish engulfing, right? Which I entered. I was in this pair, okay? I was in this pair. My stop loss was above with, I'm like under this zone with 7 to 5 pips gap, right? So imagine here we got 30, 37 something. If I would have this entry here, I had this entry here tight, right? Closer to this psychological level, closer or inside this key level, so I gave more breath room. So that being said, guys, imagine if I would, even if I would have entered here, what happened, right? Look at this. So my take profit zone, where it would be very simple, but I would place my take profit zone is simply, this is where I'm supposed to put it. Would give in 1 to 4, but you can see here what happened, right? We got this retracement again around this zone. But beautiful, this bullish engulfing, right? So imagine we had another pullback, but as we have been expecting for a pullback, because you guys can see here that we have been on the 30 minutes, we shifted bullish. So the moment we shift, right, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, now we shifted bullish. I was simply anticipating for a pullback around on this previous structure point or around this psychological level on the 30-minute time frame. You see how beautiful this happened. So beautiful morning star candlestick formation and rejection from this key level, on psychological level, right? So if we look on the 4-hour time frame, well, no, 4-hour time frame doesn't look any clean candlestick formation, but you're above EMA. But imagine on the 1-hour time frame, look at this, how beautiful. The idea is any of these time frames, lower time frames, 4-hour, 1 hour, 30 minutes, 15 minutes, any of these can look cleaner for you, So I entered, right? I already entered around this zone, but what happened? Market act opposite and created a new, lower, lower, lower high, or a new direction. So what do we have to do is, right now, cannot do anything else, right? Right now we are under this zone, right? We don't want to get in right now that, like we're going to think like, oh, we can get right now, we can maybe have a better R to R and let's get in, we can have 1 to 7. No, that's not how it's working. If I would be interested on this pair once again, I'm anticipating that the price will reject and break above this zone, then with a retracement with this EMA or confluence with this strong psychological level, then I would be looking to buy. Otherwise, I am not interested for this one. Alright everyone, so thank you so much for today. To be honest, it was a very interesting day. Many questions I got today, and I went also through all of them almost. So, and with that being said, I really hope that you guys have enjoyed today's weekly recap, that we went through all those pairs. And we finished as well, the week positive with those pairs that I sent you guys. We got one stop loss hit and one profit, which gave us a good risk reward. So with that being said, guys, if you will have any question, you can as well join for the next Zoom call, and you can as well give any comments or any thoughts that you have on the YouTube, on my YouTube channel, that I'm going to post this video. So as I said, if you have enjoyed, or if you're enjoying these educational contents, please if you can share your ideas as well, what you want for the next like a video or Zoom call, I can as well organize for all of you. So with that being said, thank you so much everyone, and I'll see you guys on the next Zoom call.